Okay. So, remember in the last video, I said when you leave your jelly prints overnight, they pull the best prints. So this has been left 2 nights, maybe a night and a half. So let's pull this and see what it, what it looks like. Oh, and welcome back to my channel. Okay. I mean, look at that. One, it picked up the green that was on there from like months ago that I just never cleaned off, but it made like a clean print. I think I just have a little bit right here, but otherwise it picked up everything. And that's because I left it on there for 2 nights with like 2 or 3 books stacked on it for weight. But I mean, that pull is like, I love it. It came out perfect. So yeah, I feel like maybe I need 2 or 3 jelly prints so that I can, like, instant gratification type thing. Like, you want to put the paint, put the paper, pull it, and it be like beautiful. But sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes you need to let it sit overnight, and then it'll make a really, really crisp pull like this one. Especially when you don't clean it the way I don't clean mine hardly ever. Sometimes I'll get finicky and peel the paint off, but most of the time I don't clean it. So I like to see the paint that comes in underneath right there, all that green. And then yeah, it's great. So anyway, I think I'm gonna do a couple of more jelly prints, probably on time lapse, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay, so what I did in time lapse was I had my big jelly plate, and then I had my little jelly plate. I think the big one is the 8 by something. This is the 6 by 6. And this one, this is just printing paper, like copy paper. And I believe I used the Barn Door Distress ink and the Rusty Hinge Distress ink on the jelly plate. Distress inks, these pads work so good on the jelly plate, like just stamping them. I mean, you can see how cool it came out. And I spritzed it with water as well. And I could very easily, which I might do, is another layer on top of this with a different color. I'm not sure what, but a different color to accent that. So that's what this is. This is ink pads. Oh, this is the one I showed at the beginning. Now this one is also printing paper, but this is Vintage Photo, and then I also spritzed walnut stain distress spritz and distress ink together, and that's what came out, which super cool effect. I can't remember if I spritzed water. I think I just got my brush and just kind of did this on the Gelli plate, and that's what came out. And of course I can do another layer on top of this. And then this paper, these 3 sheets of paper are Mulberry paper. I may have done a video on this way back ago, I can't remember. So this is Mulberry paper. It's thin, like tissue. You could use it like tissue paper. It's, you know, fibered craft paper. You can see all the little fibers in there. But it works very well with the inks. I did distress ink as well. And then what I like to use is that I go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, can't remember. I think that's Hobby Lobby, the paper studio. And I get this like sheet of, it's like corrugated something or other. It's a 12 by 12 sheet. And I use this as a print on the Gelli plate, and that's what comes out. If you can see like the lines in there. So yeah, this is Mulberry paper. I used broken china and a little bit of Dilution's vibrant turquoise ink spray for Mulberry paper on the, this is what I got. I don't think it's coming out quite as great on the camera, but I could also do a layer on top of this. Like, that's one of the beauties of Gelli printing. And if you start off with lighter colors, you can always add more colors. Like this one, I started dark. So this is still the Mulberry paper, but I used acrylic paint on my 6x6 plate. I think I used this one, which is the distressed paint aged mahogany, and I used this cobalt blue, and then that's what came out. Oh, and then I used this for printing, which is just paper towel roll cut. Then I also have it's like watercolor paper, well, not watercolor paper, but it's like what do you call it, linen paper, linen watercolor paper. I'm not sure. I think it's linen. I need to try watercolors on this actually. I haven't really used this yet. It was on my wish list and I got it for my birthday, a whole pack of it, and it's just so great with the distressed edges and everything. I did this. I want to say this is also ink pads, but this is ink pads like directly on it and then spritzed with water. So that's kind of cool. But this one is the peeled paint, and I believe I even spritzed some jungle leaf of the Dilution spray on the Gelli plate, and that's what I got. This, I believe I did the cherry pie, and then I also, you know, use this for texture, and that's what came out of there. And then this one's just a lighter version of that. But yeah, this really good, like the way these came out. And then I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I'll do something. Yeah. Okay, so I did a quick little art journal page using, I used basically distress paint in Tattered Rose, shimmer, Dilution Shimmer in Squeezed Orange, and Dilutions in Pink Flamingo. I prepped the page with some clear gesso, then put those paints on, used a stencil, and then I used a little bit of pearlized bright gold just to accent. And then I used one of the linen papers that I did a jelly print on. I just cut it and distressed the edges in Vintage Photo, I think. Yes, in the Vintage Photo Distress ink. Then I had this from an ephemera pack, and I just pulled it out and glued it on top. And Needle and the Damage Done is a song that was playing at the time I finished this. So that's what I wrote there. It's a Neil Young song. So yeah, it's just a quick journal page using, I wanted to use a bit of, you know, the jelly print that I did on the linen paper. So that's basically what it comes down to. I don't know if the light's I think the light's picking up a lot of the gold shimmer, so it might be blinding you. But anyway, that's what it came out to. Quick journal page. Thanks for hanging out.